Hello everyone, welcome to the Movie Mania Podcast. I'm your host, Alex Sommer, bringing you more cinema-related content. From top 5 lists to classic movie reviews to our fan favorite Cinema Wars episodes, we have everything here on the Movie Mania Podcast. Now today we have another episode of Cinema Wars. This edition is going to be the new generation edition. We have 4 new competitors here for you guys. I know you've gotten used to kind of what I call the Movie Mania Podcast 5, which includes me, Agnolo, Tyler Bandar, Dev Stafford, and Hunter Friesen. I kind of just came up with that label now because we are the 5 most popular competitors. However, I kind of wanted to expand our outreach, try to get as many competitors as we can on the show. And we have 4 new ones that I'm sure you guys will love, unless something goes really wrong. So let's get started.
Yo, Connor, Movie Fest UK. My page is on Instagram, and I normally focus on reviews and all sorts of movie kind of stuff. Peace.
Hey, I'm Lucky Boy Reviews. You can find me on Instagram. I also have my website up now, and yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at.
I'm Gabriel. I'm a part of a little. We call it a podcast. It's sort of like it's called Isolation Nation on YouTube.
I'm Big J from Agnolo. I do Instagram movie page with my daughter. You can follow us on Instagram, on Letterboxd, and also on agnolo.com.
Hi, I'm Look Reviews. I have an Instagram page, Look Reviews, but I am moving my content to YouTube, hoping to make some more videos on there. Yeah, I talk about movies, TV, mostly reviews. All
right, and so let me introduce the last competitor. He is the reigning, defending, undisputed World Cinema Wars champion. It's me! It's me! It's me! I won! Last episode,
undisputed.
3-1.
Don't oversell it. Don't oversell it.
I beat Agnolo. I'm the current champion.
Everyone that saw the show, saw the show was stolen. Everyone knows it.
Lucky Boy, actually, his name is Luke, and that is the name of Cool Hand Luke, who is coincidentally the character of my favorite actor, Paul Newman. So, nice. Luke, I will not vote for you here. Or maybe.
Already picking sides.
My name's also Luke, so there's 2 people you can't vote for.
Okay. Wow.
The alliance is formed.
I never said, but my real name is Luke also. So just in case you.
Let's go with the first prompt, which is, what is your least favorite genre or subgenre? Lucky Boy, I'll start with you. What do you think?
Musical. I can't handle the flashy hands, the whole, really the spectrum of it. There's always a few good movies in every genre, but that one I always tend to find the least. It's been kind of torture for me to sit through most of them.
That is exactly why I haven't watched Hamilton yet.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I actually walked out of Chicago. It's the first movie I've ever walked out of in my whole life. And then it won Best Picture that year. And I was like, oh, God.
Yeah. I have 2010's American comedies.
Wow.
So this would include your 21, 22 Jump Street, your Bad Neighbors,
all the stoner comedies.
Yeah, stuff.
Okay.
Your
all the Judd Apatow movies.
I don't know who that is. They're just not funny at all. They're loud, annoying. And I tried to watch 21 Jump Street a few weeks ago, and 20 minutes. I'm like, what am I doing? This is not funny at all. Dave Franco's a drug dealer or something. No, I just can't stand those films.
So yeah, I'll have to go again. I did the same exercise and see what's the genre that has less movies that I like, and I have to agree it's musicals. I love Moulin Rouge. I think it's incredible. But then, just like before, Chicago, and it just pisses me off more, those musicals that they start dancing for no reason. So that's my problem sometimes when I'm watching Bollywood movies. It's I just don't understand why all over a sudden everyone starts dancing. And things Moulin Rouge, I think they did it really well, La La Land. But if I go and see, I can probably pick by by like my ends the number of musicals that I really, really like. So I would say that.
Movie Fest, what do you think? What's your genre?
Well, see, for me, it's romance. Like, I'm a big every film that I seem to watch nowadays, there's always some sort of love interest, and it just makes me feel like it pretty much everywhere is said. Men cannot be happy single. Like, they need a woman in their life to be happy. Literally every film you watch, you'll see if it's an action film or a comedy film. It's like, oh, there's a woman. Oh, it's a love story. Something's happening. Oh, there's guns going off. There's people dying, but there's a love story in the middle. These guys are in love. Do you know what I mean? It's like, they can't survive. Why can men not survive without women? I just do not get it. And it really starts to bug me. So I'm a massive fan of doomed love stories like Paris, Texas, stuff like this. And when it comes to all of the typical romance of nah, it's just a big no for me. Like, not a fan of them at all.
You must be loads of fun on Valentine, you.
No, see, that's the thing. I could be a big romantic. I love romance, like in real life, like doing it with your partners and stuff. I just feel that it's plastered everywhere, and most
just
of the
not
time,
on other people. Just not on other people.
It's just there just doesn't need to be so much of it. Like, there's just so much of it.
I'm annoyed because people stole 2010 comedy movies. So I'm gonna just go, I guess, as a subgenre. I'm gonna go rom-coms from like the early 2000s, 2010s, because they're all just so stupid. I'm sorry, like, and you see them everywhere. And then they all follow the same basic plot. Like, it's just
Same formula.
It's just exactly, and the same kind of dry humor.
You like kind of the original ones that they were built off of.
Correct.
But then when
I don't like what they've become.
My genre is going to be monster movies. And so I went with genre because I feel a bit left out because everybody went, oh, God, now I can see people writing. But basically, God, I picked this because especially what they become, they're less focused on the human characters, which I find just really annoying. Like, for example,
now that's fair.
Godzilla King of Monsters, I thought was a terrible movie because the human characters just absolutely sucked. The dialogue sucked. The acting sucked. Everything about it sucked. And then I also think, like, the way monster movies evolved, like in the 30s with Universal, they only evolved because Universal was about to run out of business. And they wanted to make some, like, they started as B movies, and they were only made for, like a cheap, like, for some cash, just to keep the studio alive, right? And so that's how the genre evolved. And so when it evolves from such, like, I don't know, just like such a cheap foundation, that, I mean, it kind of set the genre up for failure. And so, like, there are some good ones here and there. Like, for example, I actually got this in the mail yesterday. It's American Werewolf in London, like one of the best monster movies ever made. Such an amazing film. Now, vote for the person you think should be eliminated based off of what they said.
I don't want anyone to
feel bad doing that.
Yeah, this is terrible.
Like, I hate doing that kind of shit. That's just brutal.
This is gross.
Oh, no.
You see, me and Yolo just aren't laughing because we're used to it.
Yeah.
We're just like, this is only the first round, guys.
Anyolo's brutal anyway. He's like, don't let that like nice demeanor deceive you.
Oh my God. Jesus.
He's straight up cray.
Jesus.
Lucky boy, who did you eliminate? Just show the piece of writing that you did for the name. What does that say? Is that me?
Yeah.
I could see the penmanship of ALEX.
Just because you're the champion. I didn't have any other good reason to go at anybody.
To topple the giant.
Yeah, exactly.
It was a toss-up between two, but since it's Lucky Boy's first time, I went with Agnolo.
And why?
Because it's his first time. I want him to experience it, and Agnolo's won like 3 times.
Oh God, everyone against it.
That's very humble, man. That's very humble. I respect that. I respect that.
It's about the it's about the arguments. Anyway, fine. Come on.
Anyway, fine.
Mine is it's on my phone, but Champion, man. I'm sorry, bro.
Damn it.
I'm sorry.
I mean, no hard feelings.
Oh shit!
I just
Why
have
did you
to
start with this
say-
question?
Keep in mind, we went to school together. And we
I know, just do it. Just do it already. I know you voted for it. Just do it.
I just have
The
to say,
suspense.
this is the shortest reign of a champion you ever saw.
Oh.
Come on, look.
This is really awful, man. But number one, this hurts because these are my favorite questions too. These are the best questions I've ever written. And oh my God, what?
But you need to stay on to run the changes.
You
But
see,
you
people
just
said
stay
lots
on,
of
yeah.
movies.
I have to take it like a man. I can't.
If it'll make
When
you feel
the-
better, just remove yourself for 30 seconds and then come
And
back.
then come back on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna appear back in the stream now and again to introduce the rounds. But so this is gonna be round 2. Whoever wants, I won't be here to dictate what happens. So whoever wants to go, just go. Same rules as before. So
Hold on.
what is the
Before you
best
go,
movie theater snack?
All right, so best movie theater snack. I would say if you really put a gun to my head, I would say Sour Patch Kids.
What's a Sour
Yeah.
Patch Kid?
I can't argue.
Yeah. Look,
I
I don't
love
know.
Sour Patch Kids.
It's
I don't know all
basically-
of you, but I'm from Portugal. You need to explain these things because
Oh.
we don't have a lot of stuff in the
And I'm
theater.
from Latvia, post-Soviet
Okay, so-
Union country.
basically it's like sour gummy bears, and I don't know why. Like
Okay.
my go-to used to be popcorn, but one time I had that in a movie, and and I don't know why. And I'm gonna sound really, really cheesy out here and generic, but it really fits the vibe. I don't know why. It's just that sour and sweetness. I'm also a sucker for sour candy.
If you eat too many, though, your tongue actually goes raw,
Oh,
and you
yeah, it's
can't
horrible.
taste anything. It actually is painful.
It is horrible, man. That feeling,
Yeah.
especially the next morning when you wake
Oh
up
my
after
God,
brushing your
the
teeth and
worst.
stuff. Your mouth is like,
It's the worst, without a question, no doubt. I mean, I've almost gone a full year now of not being able to go to the movies, and even a block away, when I start smelling movie theater popcorn, I'm at the movies.
Oh
I'm
my
literally
God.
craving it. So it's movie theater popcorn. Yeah.
For me, it's got to be anything that's quiet. Do you know what I mean? I hate any food that makes a noise. It pisses me off. Like when people are there, when I see something, like I've been at the cinema with my family and my mum opens a bag of crisps, I move away. I get up and I go somewhere else. I'm like, I ain't fucking doing that. I ain't doing it. I'm sorry. And that's the other thing. I'm not a fan of popcorn either because it's crunchy. These motherfuckers and you're just like, hey, bruv, you're going over these massive speakers, and then
Have
you
you
got,
ever seen-
I can't do slurpy drinks either. Then people there I'm like, what are you doing? So for me, I'd have to say safe bet, pick a mix. And I also love when you go into a cinema, the first thing I do, mate, straight over to that big pick a mix selection. I'm like, I'm like straight in there, picking all my sweets out, putting them in the thing. But you can't have a paper bag. It's got to be a cup because I you'll be rattling that flipping paper bag. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, so this is awkward because I thought I was gonna be kicked out because first in Portugal we don't have a lot. We have popcorns, and now they had the fucking bright idea to put M&Ms inside of it, so people are looking for the goddamn M&Ms in the middle of the popcorn. So I thought I was going to be kicked out because I was going to say, just don't eat anything, eat at home because you annoy me with the sound. And Connor
Yes.
completely stole my moment
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
that's the thing.
Wouldn't the M&Ms be falling to the bottom? I mean,
Yes,
Yes.
and people are searching for them.
Yeah, digging. It's
And
that digging
it's
noise, isn't it? That scraping.
Yeah,
Oh.
and the other thing is there's other for example, my daughter lives in the UK, so I also go to the cinema in the UK, and I go to a cinema that they sell wine. And the thing is,
Yeah, they do sell alcohol now.
They stink
Oh,
like you're in a fucking
Jesus.
bar club, and
Yeah.
if you're eating a chocolate, open the wrapper before you get in the cinema.
Okay,
Don't do it
yeah,
there.
that's fair.
That's my point, and
Can
I'm
I
with
just-
Connor on this.
So I also have picked what you call a pick a mix for a few reasons. One, there's variety, and you can pick whatever you want. I usually fill half of it with this one thing, and then the rest just a bit of everything, and I end up eating the one things first, and I'm like, oh, now I gotta eat the other stuff. But the other is it's obvious that snacks are expensive.
Yes.
And with the pick a mix, you can control how much you pay. It's not like a set amount. And yeah, it does make a noise because we don't have the cups. We're not there yet. We're still 20 years behind.
The technology is still behind.
Vote for the individual you think should be eliminated based on that round.
Not
So
again.
just write your answer.
This is awful.
This bit, it's like all fun. You get to have that massive fun chatting and like, yeah, guys, we love
Yeah,
this. It's
yeah.
Like, no, we got to
And now just get off.
I'm having fun with you guys. Like I was having fun with Alex. And I mean, it's just it sucks that we have to vote people off. Like, but hey, that's the game.
It wouldn't be a very interesting game if no one got kicked off.
Fair enough.
So he's kicking me out.
So on the last show, we had the guy that got kicked off because he picked Netflix as the best streaming thing. Today, the guy that picks popcorn is gonna go. the guy that picks popcorn. Okay, safest bet in the world. And I'm sorry,
Lucky boy, any response to that?
Well, I picked him.
Oh my god!
Soften the blow a little.
Only because he's won 3 times or 2 times. So. But now I feel more justified in it.
Oh god. All right.
Yes,
oh my
come on.
god.
I can't. I'm sorry. I can't. I have to eat something when I'm watching a movie, so it's just like I can't. I can't do it.
That's fair.
I'm sorry. I'm
Yes.
obnoxious about that.
I'm sorry.
Lucky boy.
Lucky boy.
Oh.
Okay,
Oh,
so let me just say this before we get to Luke.
Popcorn, man.
Oh,
It's
God.
2
2-2.
and 2. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Decide the tie.
Oh,
Yeah.
It is
no.
literally down to Luke reviews. Oh shit.
Watch
I have
as
to
Luke
break
votes
the-
for me. And it just-
Too much of a good thing is a bad thing if you eat too many sour candies.
So that means because Luke was the only person to not vote for Anila or
No,
Lucky
don't
Boy.
do this.
If I'm not gonna break the tie. I wish I could, because then I'd vote Anila out. But I can't. So
Why is everyone against me?
it's going to be Luke who decides the tie.
Oh,
Oh, I thought we were
no.
gonna do a battle like that question one back and forth. I saw you
No,
do
this is
that
not
the other
trivia.
day.
No.
Oh, that
Trust
was
me,
good, man.
God.
That went like
This is
5
like-
deep. Yeah.
Why does everyone get against me just because
So-
of like I won? Like
Here's
I'm
my
voting
arguments
strictly on
for both
arguments.
sides. I'm voting strictly in arguments too. now.
Yeah, good lad.
I personally haven't experienced the dining movie theater, so I can't relate to that. So I'm gonna vote on YOLO.
oh.
No.
Like,
This It's not on the arguments.
crazy. This has
It's
gone
because
crazy.
it's because I won before, and that's not fair. But I'll take it.
So let me just say
Oh,
one
God.
thing. Let me just say one thing. The only two people who have been in a CINEMAWARS episode are now eliminated. So now we have the 4 people,
Yeah,
the
you
2
got the
people
newbies.
who are literally the
Newbies.
best in CINEMAWARS history are now eliminated. So
All rookie
I'm gonna
lineup.
remove myself. So let's go to the third prompt. What is the worst Best Picture winner from the 1970s?
I put Kramer versus Kramer, I think, was my least favorite of all of them. And it's not even that I dislike the movie or hate the movie, but it's the other ones are so top notch. I mean, Rocky, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, Godfather 1 and 2. And even now, when I watched Kramer versus Kramer, not even that long ago, I watched A Marriage Story recently also. And A Marriage Story I thought was almost a modern, better version of even that. Like, I thought it was fantastic. That's
Kramer versus Kramer is in my top 10 of all time, says Alex.
Yeah.
Forgive me, I'm not really good with, listing like best picture winners and like remembering all of them. So I'm going to have to say, yeah, I'm going to have to go with Kramer versus Kramer because that's the one that I know I didn't really enjoy out of this list because, Rocky One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, Godfather. Like as you said, like all of these are bam, bam, bam hits. So, so I would say, so I'm gonna have to go with Kramer versus Kramer.
Out of all of these films, there's so many great ones. Like you said, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, Rocky, like both the Godfathers. Oh my days, there's so many. So the one for me that I've seen, because I haven't seen Sting, I haven't seen Kramer versus Kramer, and a couple of others, but I've seen Annie Hall, and that for me is a great film, but it's my least favorite out of all of the others in that category. Do you know what I mean? Out of the whole of the 70s. So unfortunately, it's got to be that one.
Helmer sent me these an hour before we started because I'm a bit of a super sub in this Cinema Wars, and I looked at this question I'm like, oh no, I looked at.
I think
the
I'm
list,
going out because I think everyone loves Annie Hall, man.
and I
Like,
looked at the list. I'm like,
Annie Hall.
I looked at the list. I'm like, oh my god, I've seen The Godfathers, and that's it. So then I looked at what didn't win in certain years. I saw, oh, Star Wars didn't win in 1977. And what did win in 1977 is Annie Hall. I kind of picked that one also to spite Helmer because I know Woody Allen is his favorite director.
oh, so that kind of helps me a bit.
He's not here right now, so Annie Hall just based on because Star Wars should have won.
Oh, so we're split
not-
down the middle.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah,
That is
there's two
crazy.
guys.
Versus Annie Hall.
All right,
Yeah.
so the round is ended.
No.
Oh, no.
That round, I wish I was there, man. But
Oh my
okay, so
God.
vote for the individual you think should be eliminated.
Oh, it's so hard, man. Like that one was really hard because I can't. Oh, it wasn't a. Oh, oh God. I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
I don't like this.
I know it gets worse every time.
I'm going out. I'll see you guys later.
Movie Fest.
Oh, I'm sorry, Gabriel, man. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. I couldn't go for Luke Reviews, man, because he's obviously said the same as me. I'm sorry. And I voted, and I voted lucky last time.
Luke Review.
Oh
okay.
no!
Let's go to Luke Reviews then.
Gabriel just on
Oh,
No! No, no, no.
Oh no. I did Luke review. Dude, I'm
Oh
sorry.
my god.
Oh,
for me.
only because
Alex,
he hasn't seen most of the movies on there, and so I was
That's
just like,
fair.
all right, like.
Alex
Okay,
is
so
gonna
that
vote me
means
off.
Anyolo and me are back in the stream to each individually vote for either Luke or Gabe. I can go first. And unfortunately, I'm going to have to go for Luke on this one just because, like Lucky Boy said, it's just
oh,
He's
it's
only
all the
seen
new
two of them,
guys.
so-
Oh no!
Anyolo.
Intense.
It's time for revenge now. No.
Oh.
Okay, so like Alex knows, I'm not a big fan of Woody Allen, but I think
I love Woody.
I think Annie Hall is probably one of his best movies. So I'm gonna have to go with Luke also. Sorry.
Oh my God.
That was a great question.
Oh,
So that
man.
means Luke. Any last words?
His mind
me
is cutting
either.
out. I think he said I'm gonna go watch Annie Hall.
All right. So that means we have a top three. Let's go to the next category.
Oh dear God.
Oh God.
My favorite coming of age movie by far is Stand By Me. It's one of my
Oh, see.
all time favorite movies. The music, the style, dude. Kids going to find a dead body, like it's kind of morbid, but it's still like super charming and innocent. Stephen
Such a
King
good
wrote
film.
it. Rob Reiner directed it. The ending line to that movie, like who has as good a friends as they did when they were 12. Like, I mean, all of it, like the whole package of the movie, every single time I've put it on, it's like watching Shawshank or anything that's just like it.
Yeah, 100%.
It makes
I love that
every
film.
day you've watched that movie better.
Oh, River
so, yeah.
Phoenix, mate. Oh,
River Phoenix, man.
Shit.
I mean, before
Oh.
like I mean, just a rising star. Like, I mean, just clipped too
that
early.
film, man. Yeah.
Yeah, it's.
That
I mean, it's
film.
almost. I would honestly say it's like it's almost a perfect movie. Like it's aged well. Like it's. I've actually I live in San Francisco, and about 6 hours north of here is the town where it was filmed, and I've gone there a few times. And the town has not changed at all since it was filmed.
Coming of age movies are so popular, even still. Like the amount of coming of age movies that have been plowed out the last few years is unbelievable. But for me, I'd say Ferris Bueller, like Ferris Bueller's Day Off. That is one of my favorite. I remember as well watching that when I was younger, when I bunked off of school, like literally when I wouldn't go into school, I'd be at home, I'll be watching it. I'll be like, my mum's at work, I'd have my feet. I'm like, I'm so cool, mate. I'm a flipping gangster. I'm like getting hold of my mates. What are we doing today? Let's go to town. Let's go to the shops. Yeah, we'll live it up. Go McDonald's. Yeah. It's like it was all literally because of Ferris Bueller. So I'm gonna have to go with that one. I'd say
This one might get me in trouble, but I'm gonna have to go with a classic one. And I just remember this one so fresh in my mind because I watched it with my father many years ago. Rebel Without a Cause, and that I don't know why. I just whenever I think coming of age, that like comes to mind, and I just remember like the whole like time. It's like I don't know. It's just I feel it's just aged so well. Well, in my mind, some of the James Dean is overrated. Okay,
he's cracking me up. I keep seeing him pop up. He's cracking me up.
Yeah, I keep on seeing the chat move because I've got my like list right on my phone here. So it's just yeah. I would just say Rebel Without a Cause.
James Franco's better
because I don't know. It's just. I just that whole period piece. You're going to be kicked out of backstage. Okay, thanks.
I know he's kicking out fucking Alex if he carries on.
So I would just say Rebel Without a Cause. It's just I like that period. Although I guess some of the humor may not have aged very well.
All right, so good round, everybody. So vote the person that you should be eliminated, and then we'll get to the final round.
Oh my god!
I'm already ready.
Okay. Oh god.
I'm sorry, man.
Move fast. Let's start with you. What do you think?
Gabriel, man. I love his like choice though. He went with like do you know what I mean? A choice no one else would probably choose. So I respect him for that, but. Yeah, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. It's just not for me. I love Stand By Me, so I can't vote against that.
Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's like, I feel better now, so that's cool. It's cool.
Oh no.
So Lucky Boy, it all comes down to you.
This is awful because all right. Well, Rebel Without a Cause is, I mean, I like the fact that James Dean went out and so did River Phoenix. I was like, oh fuck, they're two coming of age movies where their stars were taken out early. But John Hughes is one of my favorite of all time. So I picked Gabe because I fucking love Ferris Bueller's movie so much.
Gabe,
man.
I had a feeling. I knew it would just that the moment you get near the mountaintop, you get pulled down. But no, I completely. I mean, as long as people knew Rebel Without a Cause, I'm happy. So
yeah. I mean,
So,
I love.
I'm sorry, bro.
So let's get to the final question. I have a feeling Movie Fest is gonna like this category. Which non-Western nation has the best films? Let's get started.
Yeah.
Ooh, the best.
I'm happy to go first.
Yeah.
For me, it's got to be Korean. Like, I love Korean movies so much. Like, the thrillers they make are unbelievable. Like, most people as well around the world, like, it comes to watching a foreign film. If it's anything else, like Spanish and stuff, they'll be like, nah, not sure. But now, if it's like, oh, it's a Korean movie, they're like, ooh, I'll check that out. Do you know what I mean? I'm worth watching them subtitles and reading that for that film. But yeah, there's some great people over there as well. I love, like, just so many films, so many. I could just list off too many. So it'd be Korean for me.
That's a great choice too. I mean, Korean film, especially
there we go.
the way they've been coming up lately too. I mean, the fact that Parasite just won last year. I mean, that set a precedent crazy. But
Bong saving them.
It is hard because I'm like, there's Spanish films that I really love. There's Italian films that I really love. By the way, have all of you guys seen Il Postino? It's like in the 1994 film.
No.
When you guys get done, just watch that movie today if you get a chance, or you can find it anywhere. It's super hard to find. It's one of the greatest movies, underrated greatest movies of all time, and I feel like nobody knows about it. But I'm going to pick French films because French humor, I mean, even the 60s French films are great, like the whole new wave stuff, but modern French films like Jean-Pierre Jeunet's like Amélie, very long engagement. I mean, his movies, he's coming out with a movie this year called like Big Bug, and their humor on top of just the visuals, that like, they're just so clever. Like anytime I watch a French film, it's so specific to the place and their humor and the style and their just culture that I don't know. And I've always loved Paris too. Like just going there, going to visit. It's watching foreign films is the only glimpse you kind of get to living in that space and kind of meeting people from that area. And whatever it is about the French and like, they're just, I don't know, like there's something about it.
Yeah, see, I'm going to go back to say a little bit more. I left some of my argument out because I was like, anxiety kicked in a bit, and I was like, shit, this is it, man. This is it, you know. This is fucking going. It. You could be champion, you know.
No, keep going.
But yeah, flipping. Yeah, for Korea, like another thing is their history, like how hard it was for them to make movies. Do you know what I mean? Like with their political history, and they broke out. Do you know what I mean? And people like Bong, obviously, Oh My Days, and my favorite movies are Burning. Burning is my favorite movie of all time. If anyone's not seen that, you gotta watch that movie.
Yeah,
like, absolutely. I've seen it 7 times, man. And that film it just keeps unpacking so much. It's just so many metaphors, so much. It's just amazing. Then you've got Memories of Murder. Oh my god, that is one of the best films I've ever seen. And then there's several others, but they're probably my 2 favorite out of them all. It's just their whole environment as well. It just feels dark, gritty, and lonely, and I just love it. It just fits my vibe perfectly.
So yes, everybody who's eliminated at the moment will vote for the person who they think should be eliminated.
Oh shit! You definitely, I think, you had a solid argument, man. That's why I had to come back with some more.
Well, I couldn't say the same one. I couldn't say the same thing also, but I mean, because that's the thing is like Italian films, like I do enjoy those, but there's something about and then like even Spanish films. There's a lot of great Spanish films and Spanish thrillers. Like I've been into kind of. Oh, you know, actually Nordic films have been some of my favorite lately too, like the Nordic noirs. I've been super into those.
I will stand by. Monster movies are terrible, but I
is that your whole big thick essay of all your answers?
Dude, I had so much written down. I prepared so much. I love these questions. And I get eliminated in the first round. Are you kidding me? Let me just say, so yeah, I had to vote someone out. Great arguments from both of you. That was a great round. And I loved both. I'm going to go solely based off the arguments because I thought both arguments were great. And because of that, I'm going to have to vote Lucky Boy out just because Movie Fest. I really loved your kind of how you analyze themes within Korean cinema. So let's go to Anyolo now. Anyolo, how you've been.
I'm sweating. I'm literally sweating.
Well, for me, there was only one right answer at the moment. I think South Korea is just so. I'm putting Lucky Boy out because I think at the moment South Korea is not like it's probably the best country in the world making movies.
Luke, let's start with you. Who do you want to eliminate from the competition?
No one, but if I have to go with one, I'm gonna go with Movie Fest because I just really love the way Lucky Boy talked about French
To make things interesting.
films.
Oh my gosh.
Dave, you have the final vote. Who will you be sending home, Lucky Boys or Movie Fest?
All right, so
For Lucky Boys.
here's the deal. French cinema is not something I am very, very familiar with. Then again, I'm not all that familiar with Korean cinema. Okay, my vote goes, I am a better fan of Korean cinema, so therefore you can draw your conclusion.
Movie Fest kind of just say what you want to say is the new champion.
Oh no! Oh shit! I don't even know what to say. Like, I'm overwhelmed with. Fucking bring it on! Fucking bring it on! Come on! Anyone want some? Come on!
We have a champion. Our third champion is going to be Movie Fest UK. So Anyolo he repeated, so he was the first ever champion, then he repeated, then I stole his crown deservingly. And then
For 5 minutes. For 5 minutes, Alex. 5 minutes.
Those were the best 5 minutes of
man.
my life.
I just want to say, I just want to say though, this was so great. Like, this was awesome. Like, chatting to you guys,
fun.
I had so much fun.
Oh my god.
Yeah, this is a wicked idea as well. Great questions. Give it up to the host. Round of applause to the host. Well done.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, love it, man.
Next time Movie Fest this year, everyone will be, oh, you won, so I'm voting for you.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh dear.
And I just want to say, I didn't got kicked out on a movie question. It was a goddamn snack. Okay?
I think it came down to because of the dine-in theatre bit, didn't it? That was it. Yeah, that was the resulting cause of it.
No, like, this is called Cinema Wars, not Snack Wars, and I got kicked out on the snacks.
Hey, it's a relevant
technicalities.
question.
No.
If you haven't already, please like the video, subscribe, hit that bell icon, get notified of all our latest sim-related content. Again, Movie Fest UK is the current champion at the moment, so that is what it is right now. So thank you for watching. Ciao.